Welcome to the Bellport Battle Bunker and this Battle Forged matched play battle report between the Imperium and Xenos. Okay, this is the Crimson Fist Space Marines for the Imperium. It is a battle forged army. We're using matched play rules. It's coming in at 1,996 points and 106 power level. I have two detachments. I have a battalion that's being led by two captains. They have their master crafted bolt gun and chainsword, just their basic standard loadout. The three troops choices are going to be a 10-man tactical squad with bolters, combat knives, a heavy bolter, and the sergeant has a storm bolter. The second troops choice is a full 10-man tactical squad. The sergeant has a power fist, combi melta, there's a melta gun in there, and a heavy bolter. And the third troop for the battalion is going to be another 10-man tactical squad with heavy bolter. The sergeant has a chainsword and a combi plasma, and a plasma gun is in that squad. They're being joined by three Devastator squads, one full 10-man with heavy bolters, and then two 5-man squads with 4 las cannons each. The second detachment is a Vanguard detachment. It is led by a captain with a power fist and the combi bolt gun, or the master crafted bolt gun. There's a 6-man stern guard squad here with their special issue bolt guns. Sergeant has a chainsword. There are 3 dreadnoughts. One is going to be venerable with a heavy flamer and an assault cannon, dreadnought combat weapon. And then the other 2 are regular dreadnoughts with twin autocannon ×2. And then the last squad for this detachment is a fast attack. It is a full 10-man assault squad with jump packs. The sergeant has the power fist, and there is an eviscerator in there, and a flamer somewhere in the squad. There it is back there, so flamer to round that out. So this is 106 power level, and just under 2,000 points of Crimson Fist Space Marines. Alright, we got Connor back on the channel, and he's bringing his NIDS again. So this is our third battle, I believe, on the channel with the 8th edition rules. And he's going to walk us through his 2 detachments. It's about 2,000 points, and well, he'll walk us through it. What do you want to start with, Connor?
So we have a Tyranid battalion over here. The 2 HQs are going to be 2 hive tyrants. You have one with wings and 4 death spitters, and the other has 2 sets of siding talons. For elites, we have a squad of 4 hive guard over here with impaler cannons, and then 5 tyrant guard accompanying the hive tyrant. Our troops, we have 4. We have a 20-man squad of hormagaunts with adrenal glands, and we have 2 squads of warriors. All of them have death spitters, and then there's a 6-man squad that has 2 dual bone swords and 1 bone sword and lash whip, and that squad also has adrenal glands. And then we have 3 ripper swarms, and to fill out that battalion we have 2 heavy support trigons with adrenal glands. And then we have another force. It's a genestealer called Vanguard, so the HQ is a patriarch, and then 3 squads of genestealers, pure strain genestealers. You got 2 squads of 5 and 1 squad of 19.
So we're combining 2 different things. We got Tyranid, regular Tyranid Codex, and then the genestealer cult from the indexes. All right. How many points?
1999.
Power level?
111.
All right. So this is going to be a classic matchup again, our 3rd battle on the channel with the Imperium versus Xenos. A new battle mat here from GameMat.eu, plus their terrain, and there was also some other terrain that came in. I think their landing pad over there with these walls are new, and we already had these shipping containers and the power generators with this Manufactorum terrain set. But we got the new mat, so we're excited to use it. We're going to get this thing fired up. It's going to be the genestealer cult is uprising. We've got some Tyranids that are coming down with the Hive fleet. And the Space Marines are going to be manning these defenses, at least trying to defend this Manufactorum generator complex with its small little helipad and shipping container area. All right, let's get to the battlefield and check out the deployment. All right, we placed the objectives. We got 3 on this half of the board. We got 1 over there by the barrels next to the communications array. We got 1 by this gun and this little dug-in emplacement. We got 1 right on top of the Manufactorum. There's 1 over here by the shipping container, another 1 by a second shipping container, and then the last 1 is by the helipad on this right side. So we got 3 on the right, 3 on the left, and pretty. All right, we rolled Vanguard Strike. We both have Vanguard detachments, so it's a perfect mission for this perfect scenario. So that means we're going to have 1 person in that corner, and the other person is going to be over here in this corner. So somebody's going to be controlling objectives right out of the gate, and the other ones look like they're going to be contested in no man's land. Alright, let's find out who deploys first and then start getting those units on the board for the battle. Alright, so we got the Vanguard deployment. The Crimson Fists have decided to try to secure this area. The helipad, we're going to say that they got dropped in by some maybe Storm Ravens. A couple of transports, and they're going to defend that area. And they're going to try to work their way across this zone, and the Tyranids have this communications area, plus some of these generators and a little bit of the Manufactorum. So the Crimson Fist got to come down and try to secure this. We have pretty much all infantry force with a couple of dreadnoughts in support, and facing similar foe with some big guys. So Connor, I placed the 6th objective. That means Connor places the 1st unit. So what are you going to go with, Connor?
I put a 5-man genestealer squad in cult ambush.
All right, I'm going to put my 10-man assault squad in orbit.
Alright, put my Broodlord in cult ambush, or Patriarch rather.
Alright, that means I gotta place a unit. So. Alright, the Crimson Fists have deployed a 10-man Devastator squad with heavy bolters in that small ruin over there, trying to get some coverage on this bunker complex. Alright, Connor, you got more ambush stuff?
Yep, 20-man, or 19-man Pure Strain Genestealer squad.
Alright, so I'm going to deploy another Devastator, and then how many more drops do you have that are going in reserve?
2.
So I'm going to put 3 more units down, and then you're going to start putting down?
Yep.
Alright, we'll come back to you after I deploy my 3 units while Connor keeps dropping things in Colt Ambush. Alright, so I'm placing the 3 units to counter his the drops that are going into Colt Ambush. So I got a Devastator squad that's going to hold this objective by the helipad with the las cannons. I put down the Venerable Dread here to try to walk up and maybe possibly secure this one, or maybe this one, going after these. And I deployed a captain over there by the Devastator squad. So now Connor gets to put down his first unit that's on the board. So far you got, what do you got? You got 3 things in ambush?
Yep.
So we got a flying hive tyrant right here. Alright, I'm going to put down a dread. Let's see. I'm going to go with this rifleman dread. And we'll put him right there. You're up. Genestealers?
Yep.
So deployed on the table?
Yeah, one of them has to.
Alright.
Didn't have enough drops to put them on reserve.
What about those Trigons? Are they going to be subterranean?
No, they're in reserve with a squad of Hormigons and the larger squad of warriors.
Alright, so that Genestealer, so now that means I got to put something down. We'll go with a another dread. We'll come around this way and put him up front. Okay, 2 dreads. Warriors.
Yep.
Going behind the Manufactorum.
Back line.
Alright, my next drop. Yep. So I'm going to put the captain down here so that he's got some central location with a little aura, 6-inch aura for both of these dreads and this dev squad. Your turn.
Some Ripper swarms back here.
Ripper's behind the Manufactorum.
Yep.
Okay, we got a 6-man stern guard squad over here on the right side of my deployment, trying to work their way up the battlefield. Second hive tyrant.
Yep. Up here.
Okay, we got the devastators down right here. And now we got a 5-man tyrant guard squad.
Yep.
Okay, next drop for me is going to be a 10-man tactical squad over here by the shipping container area. Remember, there are 2 objectives on the left side over here.
There.
So we got the hive guard behind this area. What's that? What do they got?
Impaler cannons.
And they don't need line of sight, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I was waiting for that last unit to come down, and I was hoping this was going to be an open area. It still is. So I got my scouts. They get to deploy 9 inches from your opponent's deployment zone. So I stuck these guys over here to try to snag this objective. And they got a nice line of sight on the guys behind that Manufactorum, if they stay alive. Alright, so that's it. Everything else is going to be burrowing, or so you.
Yep.
So you've deployed first. That means you're going to have first turn unless I seize the initiative. I still have 2 more units, a tactical squad and a captain, so I'll put those down and get back. Alright, so my last plasma gun guys, these guys with the plasma combi plasma, tactical squad right here in the dead center, and the captain with the power fist. He's going to go over here by the stern guard. Try to secure that flank over there. I'll lock it down with a bubble. So I got some bubbles here going across. The Tyranids are going to have the first turn unless I can seize it somehow. Alright, so Connor has a lot in the reserve. He's got 2 Trigons. He's got 2 units in the holes with the that they come out of subterranean assault warriors and Hormigons, plus the what is that? What's that guy called?
A Patriarch.
And 2 Genestealer broods. So I'm going to try to seize the initiative, see if I can get the jump on him. Here we go. I need a 6. Didn't get it. I'm not going to spend a command point to re-roll it. So Tyranids turn 1. We rolled randomly for the inferior and superior objectives, and number 1 became the superior objective right over here in the center of the battlefield on the left side, but then the inferior one figures, right? The one that is vital to the Crimson Fists, right by the helipad. So that one's only worth 1 point. This one is worth 4 points, and all the rest are going to be worth 2 points a pop. So Connor's going to finish up his movement, and we'll get back to the shooting phase. Alright, we got Tyranids turn 1, the Scouring, in a Vanguard deployment. Alright, so we got the Genestealer chart. He rolled a 4 for the Patriarch.
Yeah, the Patriarch and the 19-man squad.
So this is the big one, and he doesn't like the 4, which won't get him the free move and then assault. So he's burning the command point and going for the 5 or the 6.
2. All right,
that's not good.
Good, no.
What
so I nominate 2 edges, and then you roll a die, and on a 1 to 3 it's the first one, and on a 4, 5, 6 it's the other one.
Alright, so what are you going to nominate? Which 2 edges?
I'm going to pick
longs, shorts? Probably by me, right? I mean, well, I got guys all the way over here, my scouts.
I'll pick. Well, definitely the left edge.
All right, so we got that one over there. That'll be 1, 2, 3.
And I guess then the back edge is 4, 5, 6.
Over here. So
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. It's the short edge, and the 5, 4, 5, 6. The long edge. So we got the long table edge right here. They come on right now.
Yeah.
All right. So we got the Patriarch and his 19 squad strong genestealers coming right up through this shipping container area. Maybe they came up out of this little tunnel system that we have. Look at this little thing. It's perfect. Came right up out of the sewers. All right. As the captain was telling Sergeant Rico over here to establish a comms uplink because this place crawls. And literally it crawls. We got things bursting out of the ground right here, right in front of the stern guard and the scouts that were trying to get to the communication array. Warriors coming out. Right in the middle of everything. We got another one bursting out of the ground here, right in front of the whole army. With Hormagaunts ripping out, and then we got these genestealers with the Patriarch and Colt ambush, and then these genestealers coming out of the sewers, out of this underground access point right here. So we got a whole heck of a lot of bugs. This place does crawl. And we're going to get into the shooting phase now. We got a lot of things in my face. Oh yeah, that's right. You got psychic powers.
Yeah, lots of them.
Trigon Primes. Hive Tyrants.
Hive Tyrants, Patriarchs.
So it looks like some Smites and some Catalysts maybe.
Yep.
Alright, let's roll them up. So the Warlord is this guy right back here.
Yep.
Casting Catalyst on the big Trigon.
11. So he's got it. Successful.
I have no Psychos to block any of this stuff.
We're going to cast Horror onto your Dreadnought with the Power Fist from the Winged Hive Tyrant.
Winged Hive Tyrant going on the Venerable Dread.
So he'll fail.
Yeah, it's because he's venerable. You can't play that crap on him.
And he's going to try
Psychic shit.
He's going to try to smite him.
Smite?
Yeah. So a 10, so it goes off.
Yep, D3.
I think that's more, right?
No, you have to be above
over
10.
Okay.
D3
so
mortal
one.
wounds. So the Venerable Dread takes a mortal wound. There's nothing we can do to stop it. Down to 7 wounds.
He gets Fatal Pain, right?
Oh, that's right. He gets that 6 up Feel No Pain, which I forgot in the last battle.
Venerable.
6 up for Venerable. Nope. Good call. So 7 wounds on the big guy. Well, he's down to 7.
I think he might be the closest to this guy, too.
Another Smite. 18 inch. Yep. Got an 18-inch range on him.
Cast that again.
That goes off. You only need a 6.
So D3. So 1.
Another one.
You need 6.
Down to 6.
You gotta roll 6. See if you deny
See
it.
if I deny it. Nope. Getting closer though. Getting more and more resistant as it's going on. Alright, 6 wounds for the Venerable. On him. Still in fighting strength.
You cast it onto those fellas.
Smite.
Yep.
On the tactical squad.
Actually, he's going to fire Mass Hypnosis. So, for all 7 or higher, you can't fire Overwatch. You fight last in the fight phase, and you have to subtract 1 from your hit rolls.
Jeez.
But it doesn't go off.
Okay.
That's good.
Thank God. Alright. Any other psychic?
Nope.
So we smited the Venerable Dread twice, and you got Catalyst on your big Trigon right here.
Yep.
Trigon Prime?
No, just regular.
Regular Trigon? Alright, going on into the shooting phase. Alright, so he's got the, bioelectric pulse?
Yep.
Into the tacticals.
Hitting on 4s. So he gets 3 hits, wounding on 3s with a -1 save. So 1 wound.
Any minuses? Minus 1 you said?
Yeah.
So I need a 4 up, which I make.
Yep.
So Winged Hive Tyrant now with Slimer Maggots into the same tactical squad?
Yep. So he hits on 3s. And wounds on 3s. So 4.
4 saves at -1?
Yep.
So I need 4 ups. So 3 are going to go down. Slimer Maggots find their way into the power.
Veterans.
Warriors into the stern guard.
Yeah.
What do they have? Death Spitters?
Correct. Yeah, they have a strength 5, -1 to your save. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. So 9.
9, 3 ups.
4 ups.
4 ups because of the -1.
-1.
Alright, 4 ups on the stern guard. Looks like 3 go down. That's half the squad. So we got another regular Trigon.
Yep.
Firing just a pulse cannon.
Bioelectric pulse.
Bioelectric pulse.
5 hits, moving on 3s. So 4, and you get your full
4
save.
wounds at a regular save.
Yep.
So I get a 4 up for a scout, but I'm behind cover because the barricade counts as cover over there. So I'm going to get a, what is that, a +1?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to get a +1. So this makes it a 3 up save behind the barricade. So it saved one guy, but somebody else had his head too far up, so we lost a scout. Alright, we got the hive guard that are behind the manufactorum here, but they're going to be able to shoot and target the dread. They don't need line of sight. 2 shots each.
Yep.
D3 damage each?
Yeah, hitting on 3s. So we got 5 hits, strength 8, toughness 7.
Toughness 7.
So 3s. So 4, and they're -2.
So 4 5 up saves.
Yep. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's why they're the elite. Tactical dreadnought armor. Never fails.
Alright.
Alright, so the first charge that Connor's declaring are these Hormagaunts that came out of the Trigon's hole against the Venerable Dread that just got hit with Smite. So I'm going to fire Overwatch, which is 6 shots coming up from the assault cannon because the heavy flamer is at a range with 8 inches. I don't see any 6s. Is there a captain nearby?
Yeah.
So I can reroll the 1s. Nothing. Alright, so that's you need a 9, right? Or do these guys have anything special?
Yeah, they have adrenal glands, so they get +1.
So you need an 8?
Need to roll an 8. Got it.
There it is. So we got our first charge of the day. Coming out of the Trigon's hole. Right into the Venerable Dread. Alright, these genestealers that came out of the Colt ambush, they rolled their 4, so that means normal deployment. So all the squad has to do is be able to see one model. So this model is sticking out, so the heavy bolter and the melta-gun guy can see him. But there is one guy that's behind here that can't fire, so that one dude won't be able to fire. But everything else gets to measure, and we measured it. Both melta-guns are in range, the sergeant and him. So he's going to fire his bolter and the melta-gun. So I'm going to rapid fire, plus 3 guys in the back that are out of rapid fire range. The melta-gun and the heavy bolter. So we got all the dice ready here for Overwatch. We need 6s to hit. And we do have a captain there, so we'll be able to re-roll any 1s that come up. Alright, so the reds are the bolters, the blacks are the heavy bolter, and the whites are the meltas. Looking for 6s. We got 1-1. This was a 6, right?
6, yeah.
So
2 bolters.
It looks like 2 bolters and a heavy bolter found its mark with Overwatch. What's their toughness? 4?
Yeah.
Alright, so we got only 1 wound with a bolter.
So I got 5 up.
Oh man, couldn't take that genestealer down.
So I need to roll 9.
So looking for that big charge.
Nope.
You got a command dice. Can we roll that too?
Yeah, I don't think I will.
No? Alright. That means more Overwatch if anybody else is going to charge him.
Yep, we're going to declare the Trigon charge. He's only going to charge the Dreadnought.
Trigon going for the Dread. You left the little alleyway open there.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm already locked up and engaged, so there's no Overwatch coming in.
So I need an 8.
Adrenal glands.
Got it.
Got the 8. So Dreadnought's in the heavy assault right now from the burrowing subterranean assault of the Trigon and his Hormagaunt brood. Now the beautiful thing is that you'll be able to swing that model around afterwards and probably lock up that whole tactical squad, right? So we got the warriors now. They're charging over the barricade trying to get to the scouts. Now barricade rules mean that you only need to get within 2 inches of a model, right, to be on the other side of the barricade. So you're looking at a, what, 7-inch charge now?
It's 8 inches away, but I have to roll a 7 because they have adrenal glands.
Got it. So because of the adrenal glands, you're going to need a little bit
7.
less.
Yep.
And the barricade. But I got bolters, rapid firing, the roll in range, and the storm bolter and the heavy bolter. So we got the reds are going to be bolters, and whites are storm bolter, and then the black is the heavy bolter. We need 6s, and there's no captain support here. So let's get these 6s. See a lot of bolters here getting some 6s. One more.
6.
Alright, so 4 bolters, a heavy bolter, and the storm bolter. So the reds and whites need 4s, and the other one needs a 3. Toughness 4, right?
Yep.
Alright, so 2 wounds with bolter fire and 1 with a heavy bolter. Now the heavy bolter is -1.
So the big die, the heavy bolter's a 5+. So I failed 2. So
What, I got 3 wounds a pop?
3 wounds
so I
each.
couldn't take one down? Well, did some damage. Alright, so because of the adrenal glands and because of the barricade, you only need to get to within 2 inches. So it's looking at a 7-inch charge here coming at a subterranean assault with the warriors. Got the 7. So now my scouts are under heavy attack from a subterranean burrowing assault here. Alright, now we got Connor taking the Trigon. He's going to go a different direction. He's going to try to finish off that stern guard squad. I took some miles from the front. How far is that charge?
Still within 10 inches, so
Alright,
I need to roll.
So I got some rapid firing special ammunition rounds going off here. So I need 6s. I'm in range of a captain, so I get to reroll any 1s. No 6s, but 2 1s. Let's see if we can convert. Can't do the pickup. So you got a Trigon rolling up in here now with adrenals.
Rolling 8. Got it.
Getting everything right on the nose. Everything. So we got this massive subterranean assault and cult ambushes occurring right on this battlefield. We got the planet has been infested with Tyranids. Crimson Fist again trying to come and relieve and find out what's going on and try to liberate. Meeting stiff resistance from this Tyranid hive fleet coming out of the warp storms. We don't know what's going on. Coming out of the ground. Alright, is that all the charges that have been resolved?
Yep.
So now you're going to do your pile-in move? Is that how it works?
I pick a unit. And
pick a unit and then we start doing it. So all these charges I can interrupt at any point though, right?
I'm going to do the Trigon first.
Alright, so he's going to get his move.
Yeah.
So he's going to swing in and engage those tactical squads, right?
Yeah.
This is why movement is very important. I see people like, you know, on some of these battle reports very liberally just throwing models and piling them up. You got to be, you know, make sure everything's measured. He had to go around his Trigon here. That's why these guys are strung out in a conga line. And he only had, everything just barely made it in. So unless you get that big dice roll, you're not going to be able to get as much in. But the pile-in moves are important. That's why these guys have a 6-inch, right?
Yep.
Hormigons.
Yeah.
But he was able to lock them up and lock up another squad. So he gets to do all of his attacks against my Dreadnought. There's nothing I can do to stop it.
So the first thing we'll do the Toxin Spike.
That's the tail weapon?
Yeah, hits on a 3, misses. Alright, and then he has his Siding Talons. They hit on 3s, rerolling 1s. So you got 1 1. And then he's going to wound on 4s because he's strength 7. Alright, so not a lot of wounds. 1 wound, -3 to your save.
So I get a 6 up for the Venerable. And I get a 6 up, feel no pain.
Well, it's D6 though.
Oh.
But you will ignore 1. Alright, so you ignore
So I ignored it. That's right, feel no pain only goes on the damage, right?
Yep.
So the Venerable is picking it up with that, finally get that feel no pain option going. Alright, I'm going to burn 2 of my command points here so I can interrupt this charge with my scouts so I can try to do some damage. And there is a wounded guy in there, right?
Yep.
So maybe I could take one of these guys out. So I got the Sergeant. He has 2 attacks plus a chain sword. He's equipped with it, so he gets an extra attack. So he's black. Everybody's hitting on 3s though. So let's roll this up. Looking for the 3s. There's no 1s to re-roll because scouts are ready to fight. Toughness 4, strength 4. So we're looking at 4s to wound with just our little bolt. Oh, that doesn't look good at all. Typical Crimson Fists.
3.
So 3 wounds with the scouts on a warrior. I just got to get 1 wound out of this to try to take one guy out.
Did get 1.
We got 1, so we killed him with Overwatch and then the 1 attack, so that's 1 less warrior to worry about. Now you get your pile-in, right?
Yep.
Or consolidate. What is it? Pile-in, consolidate?
Pile in this turn.
So your 3-inch move should bring you within an inch of anybody within 2 inches. So Connor's going to be able to get all the warriors into the attack. I fanned my guys out a little bit, trying to put that heavy bolter in the back to protect them, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Alright, so Connor's going to resolve his charge now. We got the warriors. What we got in here?
So the green dice are Siding Talons. They reroll 1s to hit. The red dice are Bone Swords. They have -2 to your armor.
Alright, let's roll them up.
Hitting on 3s. Alright, so no 1s with the green dice.
Alright, now wounding on 4s, because toughness 4, strength 4?
Yep. Oh man.
What we got total?
So 3 Bone Swords. So you save on 6s.
3 6-up saves, going from 4 to a 6, -2.
Yep.
Look at this. We made 2. 1 guy dies. Anything else?
Okay. That's it.
Alright, so Connor is staying out of the 3-inch heroic intervention range of the captain. And he's consolidated, or piled in, I mean, into the stern guard. So he gets his attacks
So we
on
have
the charge.
Toxin Spike. It's on 3.
That's right, because one of your attacks always has to be a tail, right?
Tail. Yeah, some tails don't do that. This one wounds on a 2. No, it does not. So he's got 6 Siding Talons that reroll 1s to hit. And he's strength 7. So he wounds on 3s. So 2.
Any minuses?
-3.
-3 with Scything Talons. So we're looking at 6-up saves for the Stern Guard, or else they're going down. I saved 1.
Wow.
Making a lot of saves here. The Emperor is protecting, that's for sure. Just take the 2 closest to you.
Only 1.
Oh, only 1. Alright, so I get to fight back. I get 2 attacks each. I get to reroll 1s because I'm within range of the captain's bubble of rights of battle. No 1s and no 6s. I mean, no misses. So we got all the misses. I mean, all the hits. We needed 3s or better, right?
Yeah.
Toughness what?
6.
So I need 5s.
1.
Only 1.
3 up. Good.
No problem. Trygon's not going to get hurt by that kind of weapon.
Nope.
Alright, what else we got?
I gotta do a big piling over here.
The 6-inch pile-in with the Hormagaunts. Alright, we got a massive scrum over here. We got all of the Hormagaunts in. Are there any that can't attack? A couple, right?
Yeah, 4.
So a couple have lagged behind, even with the 6-inch consolidation and keeping everything in base and doing everything properly with movement. How many do you have altogether that are attacking? It looks like only 4 out of range, right?
Yeah, so 16. So we hit on 4s and reroll 1. And then we wound on 6s.
These are all the hits?
Yeah, these are all the hits. Wounding on 6s, rerolling 1s, because we have 20 models.
Well, they only strike 3.
Yeah. We got 1 wound so far. Oh no, these 2 are 1s. So 2
regular save wounds?
Yep.
So I need 3 ups. Oh, 1 goes down.
Wow.
So the Dreadnought is down to 5 wounds now from smiting and getting clawed by a Hormagaunt. Now you got your, I don't know, now, yeah, because you're charged.
Yep.
The Trigon did everything.
Yep, your turn to fight with everybody.
Alright, let's get with the Dreadnought going. And he gets 4 attacks. And he's venerable, so he hits on 2s.
Only has Trigon?
Yep. And we get to reroll 1s to hit because of the rights of battle with the captain. So all hits. Now I'm strength 12. What's the toughness?
6.
So I'm getting 2s on wounds here with the Dreadnought Dreadnought combat weapon. Venerable. Oh, 3.
-3, right?
Now it's -3 and the 3 wounds a pop.
So I need 6s. That's a 1.
Oh, well, we have 2 wounds?
Yeah. So 6 wounds, right?
Yep, 3 wounds apiece with the Dreadnought combat weapon.
Get 6 left.
Alright, so I'm down 3 wounds and you're down half.
Yep.
Alright, we forgot to feel no pain because you have Catalyst. So we're going to do Catalyst to see if he ignores any of these 6 wounds.
1.
So you only took 5 wounds.
Yep. So I have 7 left.
Alright, now Mike's squad piled in. The one that you contacted with your pile-in. So they're going to get their attacks. And I do have a Power Fist Sergeant now. Alright, so with this, we got 6 attacks from guys hitting on 3s, and the Sergeant hits on 4s because of the Power Fist. Sergeant's black. I get to reroll 1s to hit because of Rights of Battle. Picking up some hits here. Alright, so both Power Fists hit, and the regular guys hit with their ends of their bolt guns. Toughness, 6. So I need, reds will need 5s, and the blacks will need 3s. So 1 guy and 1 Power Fist. Now the Power Fist is at -3, so do that one separate.
Power Fist. No, and the regular. So D3.
So you save the regular?
Yeah.
So now it's a D3 from the Power Fist. 2 wounds, but you get your Catalyst. Oh my goodness, the Power Fist doesn't do anything. Catalyst, saving him from getting some serious wounds put on him. Alright, that's that assault. All locked up over here, right? And we did that one.
Your turn after the morale.
And that one. So now we got morale phase. Alright, so this lost 3 guys. So they're going to have to take a morale check because there's a potential to fail. They have a leadership 8 sergeant. And the Stern Guard lost 4 altogether. And they have a leadership of 9. So let's roll up the leadership here. So it's a single die, right?
Yep.
This is for the Stern Guard. So we lost 4, so that becomes a 6. So they're okay. And then the other guys lost 3. The tactical squad, they got to get under an 8. So 4 plus 3 is 7. So I don't have to re-roll that. So they're good. So we passed both of our morales. Your Hormagaunts are in synapse range, right? So they don't have to worry about any morale. And
everything's good.
We're done with that round, right?
Yep.
Nothing was killed, so there's no first blood yet. So no death in there. And the objectives are only, we have to worry about them at the end of the game. It's not like it's progressive or anything. So I have my assault squad that's in high orbit, that's ready to deep strike down. So let's go to the Crimson Fists, bottom of turn 1. Alright, we're going to stay in combat. I was going to fall back with the tactical squad, but we're going to stay in combat to try to kill this Trigon and Hormagaunts, and I got a captain and a dreadnought that can charge at the end and possibly get that. So this guy's stuck where he was, so he can provide this 6-inch bubble to this entire shooting, at least first with the las cannons, and then in my assault phase. So he's going to stay where he is and possibly charge in later. Everything else stayed where it was. The dreadnought didn't move, he just pivoted. He's going to target the warriors down here, or the Trigon. I moved the captain, so now he's providing a 6-inch bubble with these 3 units. The tactical squad that moved up, trying to use its plasma on the Hive Tyrant and its bolter fire. The las cannons, again, they're going to be shooting Trigon or warriors. And then this captain stayed within 6 inches of this Devastator squad. The Stern Guard fell back, so they can do nothing this turn. And the Scout squad all fell back so that we can target the Tyranids with all of our big guns back here in our base. So we're going to try to open fire on all these units that we just fell out of combat with. Unfortunately, the Dreadnought was trapped, so even falling back wouldn't have allowed me to shoot at the big guy. So he's trapped. Not going to be able to do anything about it. The only contemplation I had was getting these guys out of the way of this genestealers, but I still feel that genestealers with their movement and everything, they're probably going to be able to get to assault anyway. Alright, we'll see what we got. If we can win this combat, then maybe we can fall back to a better position and consolidate and get to be able to do Overwatch. Okay, trying to target everything we can. I have the assault squad that's going to be dropping down. After we put that guy down, we'll start our shooting phase. After a lot of deliberation, we finally decided that we are going to deep strike these guys down here in the backfield, so that we can at least try to distract or attempt to get rid of these some of these units, and then possibly at the end game have something left that could get to that primary objective there. Alright, so they deep struck within 9 inches of the Hive Guard and the Swarm, but we want to target with our pistols the genestealers. So I put the Eviscerator and Flamer back here because they can't do anything. Eviscerator has no weapon to shoot with. Flamer has only an 8-inch range. So all these other guys are within 12 inches of that first genestealer right there. And 9 inches away from the Hive Guard. Alright, that's all the movement. Let's go to shooting. Alright, we got the 4 Devastator las cannons on the little helipad there, targeting the Trigon. So we got a 48-inch range, well within range. One of them is going to use the Signum from the Sergeant. That'll be the white dice. So hitting on 3s, but the white one hits on a 2, because anybody within 3 inches of a Sergeant gets to increase their ballistic skill by 1. Alright, so we did roll a 2, but it wasn't one of the whites, so we got 3 hits, and toughness is 6 or 7 on this big guy. Still need 3s with a strength 9. 2 wounds, minus 3 AP.
Save on a 6. Nope.
D6 wounds with each las cannon hit. A 4 total. Wait a second. I'm going to re-roll. I'm going to spend a command point and re-roll that 1. Got 3. So I picked up 2 more wounds. So 6 wounds altogether. Blew another command point away.
Got 6 left.
6 left. Alright, next unit that's going to fire is going to be the other las cannon squad. So that second Devastator squad that's right behind the wall there, targeting the Trigon. Now he's within a bubble of a captain, so I get to reroll 1s, and we got the same deal with the Signum. One of these is going to be hitting on a 2, the white one. Alright, no 1s. Again, 3s to wound. All 3 wound, minus 3 AP.
Saved 1.
Saved 1, so 2d6. 5. Not enough.
Left.
1 left.
Is your bolter in range?
Well, I got a Sergeant that's going to be able to charge in. Does the bolter have a 24-inch range?
Yep.
1 bolter shot from the Sergeant. Long range, hitting on a 3. Wounding on a 5. got the wound. Incredible.
Got him.
Incredible. It's Zim.
Should have kept my mouth shut.
I know, right? That's what you get for being helpful. All right, so that's one Trigon down. Now we're going to fire all these heavy bolters, 36-inch range, into there. Can you give me a measurement on 24 and see if I have any bolters in range? We're going to target the warriors because we fell back so we can light them up with heavy bolter fire.
So, I don't think any bolters except that one.
Just one?
Just one.
All right, so one bolter and... All right, so the reds are the heavy bolters. The black is the one that's getting the signum, hitting on 2s, and the white is the bolter from the sergeant. All right, so we got one with the 2 there. That's good. So this is all heavy bolter hits. Strength 5, toughness 6. I need 5s to wound. No, wait, this is toughness 4, right?
Yeah.
3s to wound. Big difference. All right, I see a 1 in there. I see another 1. So it looks like 8.
8 5-ups.
Yep, 8 wounds, and it's -1. Your base save is a 4, so 5s are better to save.
So I save 2, so you kill 2.
3 wounds apiece.
Yep.
Nice clean.
Yeah.
Okay, Dreadnought with twin auto cannons, ×2, firing down at the warriors. So this is going to be 8 shots. Okay, 8 shots, hitting on 3s because we did not move, rerolling 1s because of the captain that's nearby. Here's a 1. See if we can pick up that last hit. Oh, couldn't do it. Alright, strength 7, toughness 4. Still need 3s to wound. It's -1 AP. And they do 2 wounds apiece, so that's 6 saves. -1 AP, your base is a 3 going to a 4?
5.
Base is a 4 going to a 5.
Did 1 wound.
Look at this. So 2 wounds on a warrior. Couldn't even take 1 down. Alright, the captain is going to fire his mastercrafted bolt gun, long range shot, trying to do this one last wound here. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Strength 4, toughness 4, wounding on 4s. 2 wounds, and it's -1 AP.
2 5-ups. Almost.
And it does 2 wounds, but you only had one guy with one left, so it doesn't spill over. But we do bring out at least 1 more warrior down with a bolt gun shot. Now this dread is going to fire through to this to the winged hive tyrant. So the dread to the hive tyrant. We checked; we can see through the models, and it's going to be 8 shots. Hitting on 3s because we didn't move, and I'm re-rolling any 1s, but I don't see any 1s, but there's 1 miss. Strength 7, toughness 6 on the hive tyrant.
Yep.
Need 3s to wound. And this is also -1 AP, and they do 2 wounds a pop. What's your base save?
So was that 3?
4.
One of those was a 1.
Oh, I always forget about that. 3.
So base 3, so 4s. So I failed 2.
And it's 2 wounds a pop, so the hive tyrant takes 4 wounds. Alright, now we have the tactical squad, 10 men. It moved up. There's only 1 guy that's not in rapid fire range of this hive tyrant, so we got bolt gun fire. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1 guy. The heavy bolter moved, so he's hitting on 4s. That'll be the black dice, and the bolters are in red. And then I'm going to do my plasmas after. Alright, so we re-roll 1s. So I got 1 hit with the heavy bolter, and couldn't pick up the bolter. So the reds needed 3s, blacks needed 4s. Toughness 6, right?
Yep.
So the reds need 5s. So do the blacks.
5s.
All need 5s right now.
So
Looks like 2. 1 with a heavy bolter, which is -1, and 1 regular.
So here's the heavy bolter, 4+. Nope, and the regular, no. Wow.
So 2 wounds dealt out. Alright, we're going to risk it. We're going to overcharge the plasmas. So these 2 guys, the sergeant has a combi and a regular guy. We get to re-roll 1s because of the captain. But we're going to amp this up to strength 8 because it does 2 damage each. And I believe it's -4 AP also. But let's see if we hit. So I'm hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. The white one is the regular dude and the black is the sergeant. So we do have 2 1s, 1 each. So we gotta re-roll these 2 1s with the captain's rights of battle bubble. Remember, the black is the sergeant. If I roll another 1, model gets removed. Oh, the regular guy, and he didn't even hit with his first one. So he kills himself on the overcharge and doesn't hit at all on anything. So that was a waste. But We got what we wanted. We got 2 hits. All we got to do is try to convert these wounds. Strength 8, wounding on 3s against your Hive Tyrant. Damn.
1 wound.
Only 1 wound, but it's going to do 2 damage if you fail it.
Vulnerable save. No.
Alright. So that backfired. We killed one of our guys and we didn't bring the Hive Tyrant down. Alright, it leaves it up to these 2 captains. I got a captain here with his mastercrafted bolt gun firing through on the Hive Tyrant. We can see its base. No, we can't.
You can see it.
I don't think I can see its base. I can see a wing.
You can see its base.
I had one guy. That's why I had to move these guys over. I had to move the heavy bolter. Give me a measurement on that with a straight edge. This guy could definitely see. So we have one guy that's going to be able to fire through onto the base. Keep it coming.
You can see it.
Alright, yep. It's definitely... We definitely got a line. I thought it was close. But it does get to the base because wings don't count. Alright, so I got 2 captains firing with their bolt guns. Let's do the first one. Mastercrafted bolt gun. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. That's 2 hits, but it's wounding on a 5. 1 wound. It does 2 damage, minus 1 AP.
Dead.
So we kill him. The Mastercrafted bolt gun doing its 2 damage, taking the 2 remaining wounds.
Command point.
Command point, looking for that save.
You have 4. Bastard.
Oh. So he's down. Down goes the Hive Tyrant. Alright, we've declared all of our charges. We're going to charge the Dread and him over there. We're going to pile in around there. Try to get to those Hormagaunts. We're going to charge the captain and the tactical squad at the Hormagaunts over here. We got a 10-inch charge with the captain. And I think it was, what was it over here? A 7-inch charge with the guys?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it right now. So the captain, he needs the big 10. Doesn't get it. The squad with this, that needs a 7, the tactical squad with the plasmas. They're in. And then the dreadnought over there needed a 5. 4, but we got the 5, and the other guy needed a 2 to get to the Hormagaunts. Alright, so the only guy that didn't make it in was the captain for the charge. Let's go. Alright, we got 8 pistols here firing at genestealers, hitting on 3s. No rerolls because there's no captain buff. And strength 4, toughness 4, wounding on 4s. Not good. 2 pistol shots. Regular save. What do they get? 5 up? Look at this. The genestealers are tough as nails. Now I'm going to take a full hammer blow over here. Okay, so the Dread and the Captain made it into combat with the genestealers. So did this tactical squad. So I have 3 charging units, and then we have the 2 existing here that are fighting. So let's resolve the chargers first. First one I'm going to do is the tactical squad. So I'm going to attack with them first. So I get a 3-inch pile-in, and then you'll have an opportunity to interrupt if you want to. So I'm going to try to kill as many of these Hormagaunts as I can with as many attacks as I got. Alright, the tactical squad is the one we're picking first against Hormagaunts. Red is regular bolter, just bolter chainsword type stuff. Sergeant is in white. Hitting on 3s. Get to re-roll this 1 because of the rights of battle. With a captain, picks it up. All this is strength 4 against toughness 3.
Yep.
So I need 3s to wound Hormagaunts. Can we be heroes? 6, nope, 5 wounds. 5 wounds.
6 save.
Regular save.
5 dead.
We killed 5 Hormagaunts. That's going to be big. Because now you'll have an opportunity to interrupt the fight phase if you want to burn 2 command points.
Oh yeah.
And those Hormagaunts get a 6-inch pile-in move if they need to. Anybody that's not locked up. I tried to base them up over here and here with the captain and the Dread so they could limit their pile-ins, but it looks like they're going to be able to anyway. Alright, Connor is interrupting and fighting with the Trigon. Who do you want to target? You have a tactical squad, you have a Dread that's within an inch, and then the Venerable Dread that's within an inch. That only has 5 wounds remaining.
I'm going to split my attacks. I'm going to put 6 attacks into the Dread and a tail attack into the tactical squad.
Which Dread, the Venerable or regular?
The with the Power Fist.
That's the Venerable.
So we'll do the Toxin Spike against the squad. Hits on a 3. Nope.
Its tail is nothing.
It sucks. And then he's got 6 attacks with his Signing Talents. So he rerolls 1s. So he gets 4 hits. And he needs 4s to wound.
Strength 7, toughness 7?
Yep. So 2 wounds minus 3.
2 wounds, minus 3. That's a 6-up save on the Venerable Dread. Look at that.
Jesus.
The Unyielding Ancient. Okay, back to my chargers. The captain against the Hormagaunts. 5 attacks because he has a chainsword, which gives him +1 attack. Hitting on 2s. Strength 4, toughness 3, wounding on 3s. Whoa, look at all those 1s. 1 wound from the captain with his chainsword. Kills 1 Hormagaunt. The Dread, that has no combat weapon, just the autocannons, gets 4 attacks. Rerolling 1s because I'm within range of the bubble of the rites of battle. Hitting on 3s. Strength 6, wounding on 2s because of toughness 3. Look at these 1s. 1 wound from the Dreadnought. Killed 1 Hormagaunt. Alright, so these 3 tactical squad guys, we consolidated around here. 3 are going to fight the 2 Hormagaunts that are there, and then these guys are going to attack the Trigon. So let's go. Alright, here's the 3 on the Hormagaunts. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s, only 1 hit. Wounding on a 3 though, with the just a regular attack. Kill 1.
Yep.
And now the other 3 guys, there was 3 on the Trigon, right? 1, 2, 3, plus the Sergeant. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. This is regular attacks. Need 5s, got nothing. Now here's the Sergeant with his Power Fist. He gets 2 attacks. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Hitting on 4s.
Oh, hitting on 4s, right, because of the Power Fist. 1 hit. Strength 8, toughness 6.
Yep.
Need a 3, got it.
I need to roll 6.
-3.
Nope.
D3 wounds. Got the max.
Catalyst.
So only 2 go through. How many is he taking altogether?
He's taken 7 total. He's got 5 left.
Does that have a downgrade or is he?
Yeah.
Alright. Now the big Dread is going to try to finish him.
Well, now I get to go with my gaunts.
That's right, because it's alternating.
Yeah.
So I did all my chargers, and then that tactical squad was not a charger. Now it goes back to Tyranids. Alright, so we did all the chargers. The tactical squad now went, and now it goes back to the Tyranids, and Connor's going to choose the Hormagaunts to attack next before the Venerable Dread. Are they going against tactical guys, captain? You got all kinds of options. The Dreadnought himself.
Yeah, I have to put 8 against the Dreadnought. Or 7 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 5 against the squad.
Okay.
So these are against the Dreadnought. Hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s to hit. Resigning Talons. And then wounding on 6s.
Goes to the Dread, toughness 7.
Yeah. 2.
And there is minuses, right, for scything?
No.
They don't get them? Just a little,
yeah,
only the big ones?
Yeah.
So 3 up saves? I mean, 3 up save for the Venerable?
Yep.
He makes them.
And then
Now
5.
this is against tactical?
Yep. Hitting on 4s.
Any 1s?
Nope. And then wounding on 5s. So 3.
3 up saves on tactical squads. 1 goes down. Venerable Dread's turn. He gets 4 attacks. Rerolling 1s, hitting on 2s because he's Venerable. Got a 1 in there. Rerolling it for the Captain's Rites of Battle. Still rolled a 1. Strength 12. Toughness 6 on the Trigon. Wounding on 2s with the big Dreadnought combat weapon. -3.
And 6s. None.
And they're 3 wounds apiece, but you get Catalyst, so that's 9. 9 Catalyst saves.
I think I failed.
5s or 6s, right?
Yep. So dead.
Killed him? Did the 6 wounds?
On a 6, he does the death throws. No.
Oh, death throws?
Yeah.
Alright. He only had 5 wounds left?
Yep.
So now, the tactical squad and the Dread, they can... No, the Dread was with the Hormagaunts. But there's nothing within an inch. Does that mean they consolidate? What happens with them? Do they pile in?
Bro.
They're
not in combat anymore.
So do they get a...
You can pile in with 3 inches.
But I'll be out of combat, technically, so I'll be able to overwatch if I get charged?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm going to move them, they're 3 inches, and get back. Alright, so we did our pile-in, but you do have to move towards the closest enemy unit. I thought I was going to be able to move away, but I just consolidated, getting closer to the Hormagaunts, pulled a couple of guys back just a little bit. I know these guys are fast, they're probably going to be able to make their charge anyway. But just trying to get back as best we can. The Dreadnought didn't move, and the Captain got closer by moving on the other side of the barricade and getting closer to those other Hormagaunts on this side. And there's no real room for these guys to move up, so they're going to stay where they are. So this is all locked up. Any morale checks? Everything has synapse, right? That really needs anything. Hormigons, is there anything?
Oh yeah, they're out of morale.
There is no more morale now, right?
Yeah. So 3, 6, 8. So they lost 8. So they have leadership of 5. So 13 plus 8. I mean,
you can re-roll it with a thing if you want.
Yeah, fuck them. So it was 8.
Alright, so that's the end of turn 1. Long turn, but a lot of carnage. So the Crimson Fists were able to pick up first blood. So the first points of the game are going to the Crimson Fists by killing the one of the Trigons. So a bunch of more Hormigons died. So we cleared out a little bit of the base here, but now the second wave is going to be coming out of the sewers here with these genestealers. The Warlord is still here with his hefty Tyrant Guard brood. And we did no damage with shooting over here with the bolt pistols, so we got all this whole group here, plus Rippers, and 2 warriors left, with just scouts and assault squad guys all the way out here on these flanks with the communication areas, trying to get the uplinks going to get reinforcements down in this zone. So we're going to go to top of turn 2 with Connor. He's going to do his movement with his Tyranids and see what happens in the next phase, next battle round.
What?
Alright, so we got the Genestealers. They get to move, advance, and charge. So they're coming out of their cult ambush. The Broodlord and his Genestealer is moving dangerously close to Hive Tyrant. Did he also advance?
Yeah.
Can he charge too?
I passed Onslaught, so yeah.
So he just cast a psychic power that is allowing him to be able to charge after he advances, which is going to be crazy because now you got multiple units now coming up into my lines here, getting close to the compound that we are trying to defend. And you got some movement over here, looks like. The Genestealer's got to cross over the barrier.
Yep.
Warriors coming out to engage, and the Warriors went over to the Scouts. So our advanced units, our scouting units, and our deep strikers are trying to get these communication relays uplinked, because we just found out that Planet P does have a brain bug on it. And we're trying to get that across to our superiors to get reinforcements down here, but we're meeting stiff resistance from the Tyranids, trying to choke us out. So Onslaught is successfully cast on him. Are there any other? The Broodlord can cast powers, right?
Yeah, he's got...
What does he have?
He has one that gives you -1 to hit and no Overwatch.
Is that the Horror?
It's different.
But similar?
Yeah. He's going to cast it onto the squad.
The Tacticals that are trying to get to protect their Dreadnought?
Actually, he's going to cast it on the Dreadnought.
Well, he can't Overwatch anyway.
Well,
he's locked up.
Yeah, you're right. I'll cast it on the Tacticals. So he got it, but he perils. And he takes D3 more wounds. So
reroll.
He takes 2.
So he periled himself, took 2 wounds. But these guys now, what'd you say it was?
No Overwatch and -1 to hit.
No Overwatch at all.
Yeah.
Wow. Alright. Big.
And the Hive Tyrant's going to cast Catalyst onto that 19-man Genestealer squad.
Nice.
You got it.
Got it. Alright. So this is going to be painful over here. Let's see if our Tacticals and a Captain and 2 Dreads can handle it. Massive amount of attacks coming this way.
Scouts.
Alright, we'll open up the shooting phase. Warriors at Scouts.
Hitting on 3s, 4 hits, and then wounding on 3s. So 3 wounds.
What are these, Death Spitters?
Yeah, so -1.
-1 to the save, so if 3 up becomes a 4 up. I mean, a 4 up becomes a not those rolls. 3 guys dead, 3 Scouts. First time using the Scouts. Just, yeah, those 3 from the back there. Any other shooting from them?
No, we're going to fire
different
those
squad?
warriors into your
Alright, these warriors firing into the assault squad.
Yep. Hitting on 4s.
Same thing, Death Spitters, right?
Yeah, wounding on 3s. So 5.
So -1 again?
Yep.
So 3 up becoming a 4 up. Looks like 2. 2 assault men going down. We'll take him and him. Alright, any other shooting? Looks like you got some
Hive Guard.
Hive Guard. They could target anything without line of sight though, so
yeah.
36-inch range pretty much gives them range to all of those units over there, or here, or the Scouts. Okay, Hive Guard are targeting the Dreadnought that's out in the open.
Hitting on 3s. They all hit. And then wounding on 3s. So 4.
And what's the minus? They had something,
Minus
right?
2.
Minus 2. So my 3 up turns into a 5 up. I only make 1, so the Dreadnought takes 3 damage. He was at full strength, so now he has 8 down to 5. Alright, so this is D3 damage each for the failed saves.
So 5.
Do you want to use anything to reroll?
No, because I wouldn't kill you anyway.
So 5 wounds are dealt out, so I'm down to 3 wounds for the Dreadnought. 8 down to 5. And it was these guys shooting, even though you couldn't see. But this guy was within 36, so down to 3 wounds. Alright, so we got a charge phase coming up, so some Overwatch. I got 3 bolters, rapid firing, a heavy bolter, and a storm bolter into the warriors. So the white is the storm bolter, the reds are the bolters, black is heavy. Need 6s with no rerolls. I don't see any 6s in this whole pile. So lots of different colors, lots of different weapons, but can't find their mark. Warriors, oh my goodness. They're still in though, within an inch, doesn't matter, we're really close.
Alright, we're going to charge the Rippers into your assault squad.
Alright, so more Overwatch, let's figure it out. I got a Flamer over here and he is on this side, so I think that's going to be within the 8 inch. The Flamer is in range of the Rippers. 1 hit. Should I burn a command point on that little thing? No, it's not worth it. Alright, Flamer. Wounds on a... Not that roll. Alright, let's get the bolt pistols. Alright, all 6 bolt pistols are in range. We need 6s. Nothing. So what's the charge?
Check it.
5 inch range. Yep, you were in 6 inches, so 5 gets it.
And then we'll charge the genestealers into them.
They should be in, no problem. They can fan out if they want, unless you want to charge warriors.
I'm going to charge warriors, and hopefully we might all be able to fight. Yeah, you'll all be able to fight.
So warriors are going to need a 9.
Alright, charge them. Got a 7.
Burn it.
I think I'll save it.
Alright. So we got genestealers and rippers into the assault squad. We got warriors into the scout squad that are trying to establish communication. And now we got this. So no Overwatch from him. The only time I'm going to get Overwatch is if you engage that Dreadnought.
I'll declare a charge against both Dreadnoughts and the tactical squad.
With the first squad of Geniers?
5, yeah.
Alright, so no Overwatch from the attack, but 8 shots coming in from the Dreadnought because of the twin autocannons. I need 6s to hit, rerolling 1s because I'm in range of the captain. We got 1 6 in that whole pile. Strength 7, wounding on a 3.
5 up.
Look at this, the one thing, and he saves it.
Let's see what we're chargers. 7. Should be enough to wrap them up.
Perfect. No more Overwatch. Nice use of powers and ambush.
Charge with the Hive Tyrant.
How far does he need?
He's going to declare into both of these guys.
So it looks like 5 will get him in. 4 will get him in.
5 will get him there. I think it's like a 5 for both of them. Maybe a 6 for that guy. He has adrenal glands. So
a 4 on the die roll.
Yep. So I rolled a 5, so he's charged 6.
Good. So he's going to lock up or be able to engage both of these squads. So you have the choice.
Right, and then these genestealers are going to charge into your... I guess they should declare the Dreadnought also. They'll charge into the tactical and Dreadnought.
Okay.
Rolled a 5.
So you'll get these guys in.
Yeah.
And we'll let you move them up. The first charge, we were just going to do a wrap up, but we had to interrupt here. So the Hive Tyrant charges in and gets a direct hit on this guy. Takes him down with 3 Scything Talon hits, 3 wounds apiece, right?
Yep.
My Unyielding Ancient only saved 2, so he took 7, he's done. Exploded him. I burned a command point to reroll the explosion result because it was going to affect 3 of my units, only 2 of his. Rolled another 6. So we got D3 mortal wounds going on the Hormagaunts, the Hive Tyrant, my tactical squad, the Dread, and the Captain. We'll get back to it all this. Alright, we're going to do a recap of the whole fight phase, so Talk to me about what happened here, Connor.
So after the Hive Tyrant blew up the Dreadnought, the big Genestealer squad killed your tactical squad, and then the Brood Lord and other Genestealers piled in and fought the Dreadnought. Got down to a few wounds.
My sergeant did hit him with a power fist, all right, but he had one wound left.
Yep. And then the Dreadnought tried to fight him.
Oh, I like this cool part, right?
And and the Brood Lord. And every Genestealer cult guy has a special rule called unquestioning loyalty. So if a character takes a wound on a 4+, a guy from another squad within 3 inches will die.
So I did 3 wounds, and you saved 2 of them with your 4+. So that one failed one, you had to roll a 4 or better, and that meant that one of these guys would dive in front of the wound at the last second.
Yep.
And that's what happened, which was cool. So a Genestealer died and saved that guy with 1 wound remaining. Now, none of these other guys got to fight because we pulled models that left them out of 1-inch range. So we couldn't activate the Hormigons, we couldn't activate the tactical squad, and we couldn't activate the captain. So the fight phase and all this stuff, it's, I don't know, people are saying it's not as convoluted and everything. It seems like it is, but it went smooth. So I will say that, right? It went smooth. We followed the steps. But it did mean a lot of weird things happened, like people not in combat anymore, or these unquestioning loyalties, and all this different who gets to fight who, and the charge lanes that get to open, and the pile-ins, and the consolidations. But it's a very smooth mechanic, so I feel good about it, right? How about you? What do you think?
A lot of intricacies.
A lot of little twists. It took a long time to work it out right, but we did work it out right, and it went nice and smooth. We had other attacks, though, right?
Yeah.
The Genestealers came in. They did poorly on their rolls.
Really bad.
So I was able to beat them back with my assault squad. I lost 3 guys total this round. That's another bookkeeping thing. So I've been deciding to use dice to keep track of how many miles were lost. And even the warriors did not do good. The scouts got the upper hand on them in combat.
Killed 1 guy and the scouts.
I killed a warrior, right? Yeah. So, but I did lose another guy. So they've lost 4. So I'm putting the dice there to see how they lost in a round. And now I got to do the morale phase. All right, so the assault marines, 3 + 3, it's a 6. They're okay. And the scouts, a 6 + 4 is a 10. I do have 1 command dice left.
You have a nation on fear.
I'm sorry, you're right. They have, and they shall know no fear. I can re-roll that 6, which I got another 6. So 10 means I'm going to lose
3.
The leadership 8.
Oh.
So I'm going to lose 2 guys from that squad. All right, so that's the end of the Tyranids turn 2. We're going to go into the bottom of turn 2. Did you kill a unit yet? You killed a Dread. The Venerable Dread is dead. So that's the first death. Everything else is down, wounds. You did kill a tactical squad too, right? A full tactical squad over here, and the Venerable Dread over here. So now my best bet for me is to try to get out of combat and open up with everything I have here. Let's see what we got. Alright, so we did the moving and the shooting and the charge phase. We're going to do a little recap. Alright, so the targeting. Connor, what actually killed your Hive Tyrant, my last cannon group, right?
And that was Dreadnought. I failed.
Dreadnought?
You wounded it 4 times and I failed all 4 saves.
Alright, so what happened is we fell back. And so we can fire at the Trigon and this big giant squad of Genestealers. We fell back with the Dreadnought. He was the only one that was left in combat. So that made this a big shoot up right here. I had the 2 Devastators, I had the Heavy Bolters, the Dread that fell back couldn't do anything, and then this tactical squad that maneuvered up. So we killed the Trigon with mass las cannon fire and Dreadnought fire, and then we targeted Genestealers. Now, you made a lot of saves, right? My captains, I don't think they wounded anything. The bolters from over there all fired at this squad also. Couldn't kill any, maybe 1 or 2. The heavy bolters took some damage though, right? Heavy bolters killed some guys.
From 1 squad.
Killed 5. And then I rapid fired these bolters. I did kill a Tyrant Guard with a plasma shot. I overcharged it and killed 1 guy.
And the last cannon.
And then the last cannon team over here, when they were up on here, fired and killed the Tyrant Guard. So I killed 2 Tyrant Guard. Now what I tried to do over here, which was trying to be tricky, I fell back with the scouts. There was 1 warrior left on full wounds. So I moved the Stern Guard up. They rapid fired. I think they did 1 wound or 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
And then I took the 1 heavy bolter that was on here to fire him that way. I probably should have used 2, but he had cover. But I don't think I did any wounds, right? You made your saves?
Yeah,
because of the cover. He made 2 4-ups. And so it was the barricades that saved him. And then, so he's still alive. I was trying to hope to clear that one thing. You know, that one objective so we can get the communication uplink going. But anyway, we fired the rest of the heavy bolters here, killed a couple more genestealers from this huge group to try to make this a little bit better. So we charged in here. The captains both failed their charge moves. One of them had an 11-inch one, the other one had like a 7, but they both failed. But these Devastators are going to try to mop up this smaller squad of genestealers. And then we have the assault over there. So we're in the fight phase. Let's work it out. I almost got the highlight here. We actually used our pistols in the shooting phase with a locked combat, and we killed 2 genestealers with the pistols from the assault squad. First time ever on the channel. All right. So it's the fight phase. So I charged with 2 units. How many command points do you have left? 3. So you will be able to interrupt. So it's important how I do this. I'm going to have to go against the big squad first, because I think that could do the most damage to me. Alright, so we did no damage here because he made both his 5 invulnerable saves. I only did 2 wounds and he made both of them. And over here he saved 3 with catalyst, right? Because I know that I would have killed 3 additional ones. I think I only killed 2 altogether, that meant, right?
1.
1? That was bad. Over here I killed 1 base and did a wound to another. And then you did nothing back in return. You did not spend any of your points to interrupt, so now you're doing your genestealers. They just piled in, and it's 44 attacks.
Yes.
This is going to hurt.
Hitting on 2s.
And you're hitting on 2s because of the Broodlord, and now what are you wounding on?
4s.
But 6s rend, right?
6s kill.
So I'm not going to be able to hold up to the 6s.
Oh no.
I see a lot of 6s.
3.
Alright, the beauty of that is that the 8 rends kills the 8 men that are left in the squad. He also had 11 additional wounds. But the tactical squad really tried to tie these guys up. They thought they'd be able to get some hits on the first round and knock some guys down, but the catalyst was able to save them. And now this whole unit, plus the Broodlord, is free. Now I'm going to be troubled. They're going to be coming over the walls for sure.
Like the wildlings.
And you get to do your the smaller squad too, the Genestealers. They haven't even attacked yet.
They don't get as many attacks though, because there's not 10 of them.
This is not good. Alright, so that was a failed effort by the tactical squad. Now the smaller Genestealer squad attacking the Devastators over the wall.
3 misses. Moving up 4s. 2 rends. 3 rends. And 3 wounds.
Alright, so 3 are going to die, at least 2 remaining, and 3 wounds?
Yes.
With -1 though, so I need 4s, right? So 4 dead altogether? Awful. Alright, so that was an epic fail over here. Now the floodgates are open, the gap in the wall is exposed, and our little compound is under heavy attack. So I did get Warlord killed that turn. So I got First Blood, I got Warlord kill, that's 2 points scratching away, so I'm scoring every round here. But now the floodgates are open on this side, and I still got this to deal with. And I didn't kill that warrior, so the scouts are going to be engaged in a combat. But I got Sternguard over here, and the only thing that's a saving grace to me is that if I do get assaulted, I can fall back. I still got a Devastator squad, full effect, with my Warlord, the captain, with the Power Fist, trying to hold the line and coordinate all these attacks.
I roll my morale test for those rippers. So I pass. Age of 3.
So no more wounds because they're out of synapse range?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to the top of turn 3 now. Tyranids, movement phase. Alright, Connor did all of his movement. So he killed these guys and got out of fight range. So now those guys swarmed over the wall, targeting the Devastator squad. The captains are in big trouble. They got Genestealers all over the place. The Broodlord is going to eye up this Dreadnought. He cast Mass Hypnosis on the Devastator squad, and they're -1 to hit now. And he also fired 3 Hive Guard at him, but had to burn a command point because you rolled, what, 3 wounds? And
I wounded twice. You failed 2 saves, and then I rolled 2 1s for the D3. So I command pointed it, I rolled another one.
God, so he's hanging on with one wound left with all kinds of smoke and oil pouring out. And the one guy who broke off his attack and targeted and killed one of the stern guards. So only the sergeant is left from the stern guard. Alright, so now we got the charge phase. So I got Overwatch at the warrior. No Overwatch here because they're locked up. And then whatever's going to happen over there, right?
Those simple ones will charge here.
Alright, so I got some... What do I have? One bolter... I mean, the storm bolter from the veteran sergeant, right?
Yeah, heavy bolter.
And then the heavy bolter. Needing 6s. I don't see any. He only had one wound left. Could have been a hero. Alright, so the warrior is charged into this existing combat. The warrior over there got into combat with the scouts without suffering damage from Overwatch. And the Dreadnought did 2 damage to the Tyrant Guard, but they made it into combat anyway. I kind of had to burn a command point, though, to re-roll Snake Eyes for the charge. So he re-rolled one of the dice and got in. And I vaporized one with a last cannon Overwatch shot of that smaller genestealer squad over there, but they're in now with the captain and the devs. And then this big squad didn't suffer any Overwatch from the captain or the Dread. So he's doing all his moves right now. And he's got 3 units, 4 units, 5 units actually. A Devastator squad, 2 Dreads, 2 captains, all locked up in this over-the-wall combat now. So all the fighty has gotten past the shooty, and they've gotten into the compound. Compound has been breached. We still got our scout contingent trying to get the uplink over there. We really blew it when we didn't kill that one last warrior. Should have put more fire into him. And these guys are fighting for their lives to try to get this uplink reconnected, to try to get reinforcements onto planet P, because it crawls. Alright, we're going into the fight phase for Tyranids, turn 3. Alright, so let's do a little quick catch up here, because we got a nice little thing happening. The warriors dispatched the scouts, so I'm really paying for that move by not throwing that extra heavy bolter to kill that warrior and from that. So they got that objective. This one, the warriors crashed into the assault marines and did no damage. Lots of 1s and 2s. And now we got the Tyrant Guard. First time on the channel being used in a combat for 8th edition against a Dreadnought. Now you said they're pissed off because the Hive Tyrant died, so they get +1 attack each?
Blind Rampage, +1 attack.
Blind Rampage. Alright, what else they got?
So they got 3 attacks each with Rending Claws, and they also have Toxin Sac, so if I roll 6, it's Rending and double, and 2 damage.
So very fighting and very motivated.
3s. And then I need 5s and 6s. So no Rens,
I see
but
5s.
3 5s.
And what's the minus?
-1.
So a 4 up for the Dread. He takes a wound. Alright, so the Dread is down to 2 wounds. He took a wound, he had 3. And then I can't interrupt any of these charges because I only have 1 command point left, so it's free reign.
So these 3.
The 3 small squad on the devs.
3 Devastators hitting on 2s. And then wounding on 4s. So 2 Rens and 2 wounds.
So the 2 wounds I get 4 ups because it's -1.
Yep.
So I lose 2 from rending and 1 from fail. That's 3 fails.
Yep.
Hold on, let me film this up. So we got the Broodlord now going into the captain with all of his attacks.
Yep. So he hits with all of them because he hits on 2s. And then he wounds on 4s with rerolls. And he has Rending. So, he wounds on 3s, I apologize, because he's strength 6. So 4 wounds with
No
a
Rens?
-3.
But no Rens.
Right, you need your
So I need
vulnerable.
6s. Wait, who is it against? The captain? 4 up and vulnerable save. He makes 3, takes a wound.
So I do D3 damage though.
Uh-oh.
1.
Takes a
Holy
wound.
crap.
You got any command points left?
Yeah, I'll re-roll it.
Uh-oh.
Screw it. Need a 5 or
Burning it.
6. Damn it!
What'd you get?
The 4.
Well, at least you increased it.
Well, yeah.
2 wounds on the captain. He's been wounded already. What does he have? He's down to 1. He had
Need a
3
5.
left.
Your
He's down to...
Dreadnought.
Alright, so we got the pile-in phase because we're activating this charging unit.
Yep.
So the captain and the Dread are locked up. You got how many against the Dread?
4.
And then the rest against the captain?
7 against the captain.
Alright, there's going to be a lot of attacks, I feel.
So 1.
Is it Flurry of Claws because he's
Yeah.
still above 10?
Yes. 3, 4.
Alright, so we're at Flurry of Claws because he's still above 10 going against the captain. And the Broodlord's still nearby, right? So you
Yep.
get 2s to hit.
Yes. And then
And now this is for the Rens. 6s will kill. Well, I get an invulnerable save. It's going to be bad. Uh-oh, I see a lot of 6s.
Yeah.
How many?
7 6s.
7 6s.
And then 6 wounds.
So I got to make these 7 4-up invulnerables first, right? Let me try the 7 4-up invulnerables. I see 3, and he only had 1 wound. No, this is a fresh guy.
5 wounds.
So he takes 3, and then what was the rest of the wounds?
6.
6 3-ups? With a -1, so 6 4-ups again?
Yeah.
Only 1 more. Alright, so the captain took 4 wounds total. He's got 1 wound remaining. Who's next?
The Dreadnought, we're attacking against him with 4 genestealers.
Okay. Still hitting on 2s though, right? Because of the Broodlord?
Yes. And we wound on 5s, 6s will rank. Alright, we got 2 6s. So those are 2 automatic wounds, and then 8 regular wounds. So I think the 6s are -4, so I don't think you get a save.
6 other ones?
Yeah.
So 6 at -1 or 2?
-1.
So 3 plus 2 is 5 altogether. He has a wound marker. What does it say over there?
He only has 1 wound left.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
So he could blow up. We'll see if he blows up.
6.
This is actually when we need a 6 here. Don't get it. Alright. So the Dreadnought goes down. Captain lives. And now you get to consolidate. Right?
Yep.
After all those charges. And you could lock up another combat. That captain over there, he's free right now, right?
Him?
Is he out of an inch?
I don't think so.
Alright, so he's going to get locked up by that guy. So I'm going to be able to fall back with a Dreadnought, a captain, and a dev squad, it looks like. And maybe this captain too, unless you can surround him. Alright, we did 1 damage to the Rippers, and we failed to do any damage against the Warriors. We lost one Marine to a Ripper. We lost that. We already filmed that up. And over here, we filmed this up. We lost that. They passed their morale. They had lost 3 guys. But you surrounded the captain, which means I can't shoot at the big squad of Steelers, right?
Right.
But I could fall back from 1, 2, 3 combats and possibly get some shooting over there. So let's see what we got. Does he still have that thing on him?
Yeah.
The horror? It affects him this turn?
-1.
Damn it.
Can we cancel last turn?
I didn't know. Alright, so the Dreadnought fell back out of combat. The captain over here fell back out of the combat. And this captain moved up to claim the objective. And the Devastators fell back out of combat. These guys are still, what is it called? Horror or some kind of equivalent? They're -1 to hit?
Mass Hypnosis.
Mass Hypnosis. That's going to suck. And my Warlord moved up with the lone Stern Guard guy to try to kill this one last warrior with shooting. And hopefully these guys can handle themselves down here against these warriors. We got lucky last time because you did no wounds. So the Dreadnought can't fire. And this is all locked up. There's a captain that's buried underneath this massive fury of claws, whatever the hell it is. But he's locked up this entire squad, which we wanted to shoot with heavy bolters. So now we're going to try to take out these last few squads here. So let's see what we got for shooting. Alright, we're going to start with the captain firing his mastercrafted bolt gun. 1 shot, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. We got the hit. It's a strength 4 weapon against toughness 4 warrior. I need a 4 to wound. Now we got the wound. Now it gets +1 for cover because it's behind a barricade, but the weapon mastercrafted is -1, so you get your straight up 4-up save. You made it?
Yep.
Alright. Now the Stern Guard guy. He's in rapid fire range. He's going to fire 2. He gets 2 hits. Same thing. Strength 4, toughness 4. I need 4s to wound. Nothing! So we're skunked.
You have to charge him.
Nope. We're going to do the one heavy bolter from that Devastator squad. Again, at the warrior like we did last time. But we're at -1 to hit. So we're hitting on 4s. Right? We didn't move. 1 hit. Strength 5, toughness 4. I need a 3 to wound.
Fail.
Can't get the wound. Damn. Alright. Now the rest of the Devastator squad is going to shoot at all of these guys here. So we're going to take those bolter guys, and they're all going to fire at those 3 genestealers that are right there. Can you measure up for me how many within 12? I think maybe 1 or 2 are within 12.
Yeah, a lot.
Just the bolter guys, not the heavy.
Yeah.
All right, 10 shots from the Devastators that are in range. There's just the bolter guys because we're splitting our fire. We're going to put the heavy bolters into the Hive Guard.
Tyrant guard.
The Tyrant Guard. All right, so here we go. Hitting on 4s with bolters. There's no captain in range, so I don't get to reroll any 1s. But I see a lot of 4s and 5s. Strength 5 against genestealers, toughness 4. Huh? Oh, these are bolters. I'm sorry, bolters. I see nothing. That's really bad. We were hoping to at least kill those genestealers. All right. The sergeant is going to use his signum to increase the ballistic skill of one of the heavy bolters. So the red is going to hit on 3s because we're hypnosist. So we get the -1 and then the +1. Blacks are hitting on 4s. These are heavy bolters at the Tyrant Guard. Awful. No, the red hit on 3s.
That one doesn't.
This one doesn't. All right. Strength 5. What's toughness of a Tyrant Guard? So 4s to wound. Not bad. 4 wounds at -1.
But I get cover, right? The wall.
You do get cover because you're behind the barricade.
3s, I think.
So regular save at 3 up. Do I kill one? They have 3 wounds a pop.
Yeah.
One of them was wounded though.
So this guy dies. He's gonna get a wound.
All right, so it's not working out the way I planned. So now the captain is going to rapid fire into the Broodlord because he is closest. What's the range of that unyielding loyalty?
6 inches. Wait.
So he could.
That one's 3 inches.
All right, so I'm going to shoot the Broodlord.
Yeah.
I need 2s to hit with the captain. He hits twice. It's a strength 4 weapon. What's the toughness of a Broodlord?
5.
So I need 5s to wound.
But here's the sergeant.
Nothing. Huh? Oh, that's the sergeant guy?
Yeah, your captain was in combat.
Oh, that was. Oh, okay. That was the. So I only had 1 hit, but I didn't wound anyway because I needed 5.
You hit on 2s because you have the signum.
The signum, right. All right, I blew that one. Oh, that's a Devastator Sergeant. Damn it. I got them mixed up with the captain. All right, so the Devastator Sergeant moved up to secure that, but he failed to hit the Broodlord with his bolters. All right, so there was a lot of epic fails right there. I thought I'd take out those 3 genestealers, and I thought I'd have a shot of maybe getting the Broodlord, but now I'm in big trouble. Because we fell back here, fell back with those other 2 squads. Now this one's going to be wide open to get charged by the giant squad after they kill me in combat. All right, we're getting desperate hours. We're calling for desperate measures. We're charging the stern guard. Connor is overwatching. Any 6s?
Miss.
And I need a 6 to get within range of that barricade. 4 is a fail. So that charge phase is over. Let's charge the sergeant into the Broodlord. How far? Can you measure it up for me?
Yeah.
I got an 8.
Got it.
All right, put him in. So we'll do our charge first. The sergeant attacks the Broodlord. He gets 2 attacks, hitting on 3s. No cap. There is a captain, right? But out of 6-inch range. Because I rolled a 1.
Yeah, he's out.
Out of 6-inch range. 1 hit. Broodlord. Toughness 5. Toughness 5. I need a 5. No wound.
So now you pick 1 more unit.
So I'm going to pick this unit right here.
Okay. Oh, you forgot to fire their pistols.
All right, let's fire their pistols. 1, 2, 3. What do we get? 4?
Yeah.
4 pistols into warriors. 2 hits.
4s.
2 wounds.
4s. Good.
Saved?
Yeah, 5s.
Alright, I'm actually going to pick the captain because he's going to get slaughtered by the... I forgot that he's under all that weight of death. So 5 attacks for the captain. He's hitting on 2s. He gets to reroll 1s because he's right near himself. All hits. We need to kill us some genestealers to have any kind of shot here. Toughness 4, right?
Yes.
4s will wound. I see 3. Not too bad.
5s.
We need some deaths.
3 deaths.
Are they catalysted? Or is there more catalyst because I killed it, right?
Yeah.
So we killed 3 genestealers of the captain that's buried under the weight of them. But now it's your turn to choose the combat.
So I picked those guys over there.
The warriors?
Yeah.
Alright, the warriors are going to swing before the assault squad.
So
They had a horrible round last round.
They're really bad. 2. I think the Ripper even killed someone.
Yeah, Ripper got one.
Hitting on 3s, reroll 1s.
Scything Talons.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Okay, that was effective. And winning on 4s, 2.
Alright, it's better than last time. You didn't get any last time. I hold on. What is it, -1?
No.
No minuses with these?
No, just signing.
Alright, so I fail one though. So one dude so we're going to split up these attacks. We got a Flamer and Eviscerator on the Ripper Swarms. The black will be the Eviscerator. Hitting on 3s. Eviscerator hits. It wounds. It's -3 AP.
No, okay, save.
I'm sorry, -4 AP is the Eviscerator.
So I think you're just going to kill that one.
So it's a D3 damage. 1.
Still got this guy.
So I killed 1.
And the other guys fight.
Now these other 3 guys here are going to fight your warriors. So I have 2 guys with chain swords, and then the sergeant. So the chain sword guys get 2 attacks each, and the sergeant gets 2 attacks. He'll be in white. I need 3s to hit. Alright, good hits. And the Power Fist of white needs 2s, right? Because it's toughness 4. So the Power Fist gets 2 wounds, and the Chain Fist get wounds. So I got a full wound here. This is good. These are at regular save, but these 2 are at -3.
So I'll do the 3 regulars. So I take 2 wounds, and then 2 fists. No.
Alright, smart. So my fists, 1 fist is going to do 3 damage, but you already had a wounded one, so it's going to kill that one, not spill over. The second one, I got another 3. That's another kill. That's big for the Power Fist. I think it's the first time I maxed out on Power Fist damage.
I get to charge you.
And I had a good time. Now you got Ripper. Ripper left in contact here.
So 4 attacks, 5s, 2 hits, wounding on 5s. So 1 wound, so 1 wound.
Regular's 3 up.
Yeah.
Make it the Emperor.
Alright.
Alright, so we resolved this one, but you're in Synapse, so you're not going to break. I lost 1 guy. That's not going to cause a morale check over here. We failed that shooting and combat miserably 2 Terrans in a row now. We got some good kills over here with the captain, but now it's the Genestealer swarm.
Yeah. So
it's a lot of guys.
these 2 up.
Pile and move. They're all within an inch, so every guy is going to get to attack.
So they only have 9, so they don't get a bonus attack.
Yeah, the captain took out the Fury of Claws. What are you down to, 9?
Yeah. Still hitting on 2s.
That's because of the Broodlord, right?
Yep.
Still in the game because I couldn't shoot him with the bolter.
Only on 4s.
Now, are there any 6s? Because these are the Wrens that I have to use my 4 up against.
Well, it's the same.
And actually,
save
you said the
against
other
all
save
of
is
it.
the same, right? Is
Yeah.
it 3 up save -1
Yep.
with the other regular attack? So what is it all together?
So 9 regular and 2 Wrens, but they're all 4s for you.
So 11 altogether.
Yeah.
Alright, here it is. 11 4-up saves. Alright, this is looking good, but over here, 3. And I think he was wounded before.
Yeah, he's only got 1 left.
He's only got 1 wound, so he's dead. Captain gets brought down under the weight of attacks. Alright, so you get a consolidation after that, right?
Yep.
After a death. Alright, now we gotta do the Broodlord that was charged by the sergeant who failed to kill him. So here he is.
So he gets 5 hits, wounding on 3s, rerolls.
That's with the massive rending claws,
Yeah,
right?
they're
But no
minus-
6s?
No 6s, -3 your save.
3 at -3? So I need 3 6s to live.
Holy shit.
You gotta be kidding me, right? The sergeant of the Devastator squad is looking to become a captain.
Jesus.
Alright, let's just get a nice shot of that.
Wow.
The captain in waiting. There he is. 3 6s and saved against the Broodlord. He lives to fight another day. But that's it for the attacks, right? So now the hypnosis is off.
Yep.
My guys that fell back are able to move now, but you still have 2 Genestealer squads because I couldn't shoot the one down with shooting, and we knew your Tyrant Guard would be around, and a Warrior. This is looking bad for the Crimson Fist, but it's still tight. All right, we lost the compound. It got overrun, but if we can survive this one last, maybe I'll get some good Overwatch. All right, so we've got a little morale phase, and they're not in Synapse?
No, the Broodlord
Doesn't give that?
Was a Patriarch, not a Broodlord.
Oh, from the cult. He's from the Genestealer cult.
Yeah.
So because you're out of synapse, you had to roll morale, and one guy died. So we lost another Tyrant.
6, so I rolled 6.
All right, so we're gonna go to the top of turn 4. Tyranids, movement, and shooting. All right, a lot of exciting stuff happened. The shooting, we covered that, right?
I don't know.
There wasn't much shooting.
Wounded your captain.
Let's go for it. So, what you did is you used your warrior that came over there to kill the stern guard.
Yep.
That freed up the hive guard to now be able to shoot the captain because now he was closest. And you put a bunch of, what are those, stinger salvos? What are they called?
Impaler cannons.
Impaler cannon shots, and took, what, 3 wounds off of him?
Yep.
He made some saves with the invulnerable save,
Yep,
but
one got through
and did a multiple damage. I think it was 3 points of damage,
Yep.
right? Just one little stinger salvo or one impaler cannon got me.
Smite this guy in the psychic phase, but I failed.
Smite, you failed your roll, right?
Yeah.
Just to generate it. So the
Yep.
captain in waiting right there, he's a stud. I overwatched here, missed everything. I overwatched there and killed 2, I believe, right?
Yep.
2 genestealers died from overwatch.
Yes.
And no hits here. And this is the best one. The warrior that wanted to charge the captain, the warlord, and he leveled his his master crafted bolt gun. Got a 6 and a 1, so I get to reroll ones. Got the second 6. Rolled a 4 and a 3 for wounds. It's at -1 because he was out in the open now with that master crafted bolt gun, and it went right through the eye. So he fell short of that charge and died. So that finally cleared that area up. But now the impaler cannons can target the warlord with free will, impunity. So now we're going to go into the fight phase. So who do you want to do first? Because I can't stop any of this, and you charge with everything.
Were those genestealers on your devastators?
All right. So 3 genestealers that I should have killed with shooting that is still alive.
So we got 5 hits. And 2 wounds. -1.
-1, so 4 ups. So you killed 1 devastator.
Yep.
What else is next?
These ones, there's 7.
Alright, so now the genestealer is crawling all over the ruins with the devastator squad. They're out of the 6-inch range of the broodlord now, though, because the devastator sergeant held up his end of the bargain, right?
Yeah.
So no more 2s to hit.
And then wounding on 4s. 6s will round.
No 6s, come on.
None.
Good. We need to live. 4?
Yeah.
So 4 ups because they're -1
Yep.
with their scythings.
Killed 3.
Ah, you got a lot of deaths. So 3 tactical, 3 regular guys. All right, now over to the warrior attacking the assault squad.
3 hits, wounding on 4s. 1.
Any minuses?
No.
We make our save because the Emperor protects. He is our shield.
And then I'll attack with the broodlord.
What about this little ripper
I'm
guy?
gonna go with the
Last
broodlord
broodlord first.
Yeah.
All right, so he's on the devastator sergeant. He couldn't kill him last turn.
They all hit. And he wounds on 3s with rerolls. It's a lot of rerolls.
That's
One
these are the
rend,
massive rending claws, all right.
Yeah. All right, now we.
So the rend is a -4.
Yeah, we
I don't get any save against that. He's dead.
-6 actually.
-6 with the massive rending claws. So he put up a good fight, but the broodlord takes him out. So now we're over here with the last tyrant guard that I could have gotten Overwatch and killed him. 2 shots would have got him, but
3 attacks,
missed.
rending claws, hits once.
we gotta live. We have 2 wounds left.
No.
All right, so I get my 4 attacks back.
Yep.
And
This is 5.
hitting on 3s, because there's nothing weird going on over there, right?
Right.
No benefit from a captain, though. And I'm strength 6 against what? Toughness 5?
Yeah.
So 3s to wound. 1 wound. No minuses to AP or anything.
Safe.
Ah. Alright. So that's a locked up combat. The broodlord is free. The devastator's still swamped. Both devastators. Captain is okay. And the other captain, the warlord. What about your Ripper Swarm? Does he gets attacks, right?
You get to go.
Oh, I get to go now? Because you picked the non-charging unit?
Yeah, the broodlord.
Alright, so I'm gonna put the Eviscerator against the Ripper Swarm and the Flamer, and then the other 3 guys against the Warrior. So the Eviscerator is black here. We got to roll the dice. We hit.
You just need a 4.
Oh, that's right. Eviscerators are just like a Power Fist. So that's a miss. There's no captain nearby. No rerolls. And the Flamer guy needs a 3. He hits. And I need a 3 to wound.
Yep.
Don't get it. Now, 2 guys with bolt pistol and chainsword on the Warriors. Looking for 3s. Looking for 4s. 1.
Saved it.
Now a power fist attack twice. Hitting on 4s because of the heavy weapon. Missed it. Alright, so this is another combat that went nowhere.
It's another Ripper. 1 hit. Nothing.
Alright, what else we got? Is that it?
Your 3 things.
I gotta make morale for the Devastators. We lost.
They get to fight.
Oh, they get to fight back? How many I got left in there?
7.
Alright, on to the Devastators now that are in the ruin. 7 guys left. One of them's a sergeant. So we're looking at 8 attacks from the Devastators in the ruin. Hitting on 3s. No more hypnosis, right?
Right.
And then wounding on 4s because it's toughness 4. 2.
It's 1.
We killed 1.
Yep.
And then my 1 Devastator way back there, the lone las cannon guy, misses. And that's it, right? For everything?
Oh yeah, you did your Dreadnought already.
Yep, now I gotta do morale. So what did I lose? 3 Devastators?
Yes.
So I gotta do a morale check here. Out of the box. 6 plus 3 is 9. That's gonna fail. I get a reroll because of And They Shall Know No Fear. And we get it down to a 1 this time. The other Devastator squad only lost a guy this turn, so there's nothing going on. How about here? I lost 2. That's not gonna be enough to take a check. Alright, the Space Marine's movement phase was fast. I fell back and advanced, so I rolled a 6 again, so I got pretty far away from him. Hoping to draw him away, and there's still some objectives over here, and then possibly getting shots downrange over here at the Hive Guard if I need to at endgame. We moved the Warlord up here. I know he's going to get shot because they don't need line of sight, but I got to get within some kind of a range to assault this guy with my power fists. And my captain moved across the helipad. My plan is to shoot the Broodlord, kill him with the master-crafted bolt gun, and then assault the beleaguered Devastator squad over there, help them out. Kill some genestealers. That's the plan. Alright, shooting. So I got 1 thing to shoot. It's just at the Broodlord. Rapid firing bolt, master-crafted bolt gun. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. Got the 1, we gotta re-roll it. We need the hits. Strength 4, toughness 5.
Yep.
So I need 5s with this bolt gun. Oh, we can't get it. Foiled again. Alright. That's all the shooting, so let's go to the charge phase. Alright, so that was the bottom of the turn. So talk to me about what happened here. We killed a Broodlord.
Yep. First
in the assault, right?
Yeah.
All 5 hits, and we did at least 1 wound, and what we had to do was do 1 wound to kill him, but the Devastator took the Wrens, so he got wiped out.
Yep.
And then you got massive Wrens over here.
Yeah.
4 Wrens, and I
Wrens.
failed 2 more saves, so 6 guys dropped. He's leaving only the Sergeant. I killed 1 before you, because I chose that to attack. I think I killed 1 or 2.
Yeah, you killed 1.
1 or 2 I killed, but they still got crushed. But I did good over here, right? I did a wound to the warrior.
Yep.
And I killed the Ripper Swarm finally. So I maybe the Eviscerator finally got his damage and did roll to 3. So I'm finally doing some damage over here. The Sergeant's moving up, but now the Impaler Cannon's going to be unleashing on something. Probably the Warlord, right?
Yeah.
So we're going right into the movement here. Connor's going into top of turn 5. I tried to fall back just to draw him out. There's still 2 objectives here that are worth 2 points a pop. And that was the weaker objective. That was only worth 1 point, that one, all the way back by me.
Over there.
So Connor's going to do his movement. We'll get back to it when he's done.
With 5 wounds.
Alright, so Connor missed with everything, right?
Yeah, I got 5 hits and no wounds.
And then my guy got his 5 attacks. I wounded 3 times. You had 3 genestealers left, and what happened? You failed all saves.
Yeah.
So we consolidated towards these genestealers. The Sergeant was, he got crushed under weight of claws. Lots of Wrens, like 4 Wrens, just wiped him out. You shot my Warlord. We knew that was going to happen. The Impaler Cannons got him. You fired. You moved, so you took some off, but this guy didn't move. But the end result was you're trying to move towards this priority objective.
Yep.
That's worth 4 points, by the way. And but you did shoot and kill my Warlord. Over here I did what, 1 or 2 points of damage?
No, I saved Anyway, save. You missed with the power fist. And
Oh yeah, that's right. The power, everything missed. The power fist missed. So that's a still locked up combat. It would have been nice if I could have got that and I could have jumped over here and did some punchies, but so much for that. And then your dreadnought. I mean, my dreadnought was killed by your tyrant guard.
I rendered it and I had toxin.
Punched a hole right through it. It had 2 wounds left. 2 wounds with the toxin sacks.
Yep.
So that's the end of him. And that leaves us at the top of 5.
Yeah.
So I gotta do my
your
little moves, my turn, and then we'll see what happens if the game will continue. It looks like right now the Crimson Fists are winning because I do have an objective controlled over here because I have more models within 3 inches than you do. You don't have that one yet because you're not in close enough, and all the other ones are open. So let's see what I can do. Captain is going to try to kill some of those guys. We're going to move, shoot, and charge. That's the plan. Alright, we got 1 kill with the bolter, but Connor took the guy that was closest to him, so now it becomes a 6-inch charge.
Yeah, you need to roll 6.
Gotta roll a 6 on the charge.
Got it.
Got an 8. So we're in. So move him in up that steps. And we're going to do that one first. So I get 5 attacks on the charge. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because of Captain. Strength 4, toughness 4. Need 4s to wound. That is not good. Only 1.
Killed one, though.
We did kill 1.
And then you go with them.
Yep, and now over here, we'll do the Power Fist Sergeant hitting on 4s. No hits. The Eviscerator hitting on 4s. No hits, so the heavy stuff didn't get it done. And I got 3 guys, 2 with bolt pistol chainsword, and 1 guy with a flamer hitting on 3s.
That's why I live.
No wounds at all. That was awful. Yep, awful, awful.
Alright, so we'll fight with him.
Big whiff.
All hit. 4s to wound. 3 wounds.
Wow. Any minuses?
Nah.
That's a regular warrior. Killed one. So we got 1 murder. And then over there, you got all your genestealers to go. The Beaners.
4. Hitting on 3s.
Captain didn't get his job done. He could have done it. He wiped out the other squad.
Oh, we got 2 Rens. And then 3 wounds. But
So
I guess they're
four
all,
up, a 4 up and vulnerable, and then how many more?
3. Those
So 5 altogether. So 5 4-up saves. Look at the captain.
1.
How many wounds? He was dragging something behind him, right?
Got 1 wound left.
He only had 1 left? Oh, he was dragging himself the whole time?
Yeah.
The blood trail? Alright, he put up a valiant effort. I know he was bleeding. I didn't know what he was on. Alright, he bled all the way over. The blood trail will go all the way back to the helipad so the genestealers can follow the scent. Alright, so we're at the bottom of turn 5. Currently the score is 5-2 for the Crimson Fists. I got all 3 of the secondary victory points. Slay the Warlord, First Blood, and Linebreaker with this squad over here. And I have 2 models that are within 3 inches and to his 1, to this objective. So that's worth 2 points in the scouring. So that's 5 victory points. Connor has Slay the Warlord and Linebreaker with that Genestealer squad over there. So that's 2 points. So it's 5-2. Bottom of turn 5. The player that went first rolls a 3 or higher. We continue to turn 6. If not, the Crimson Fist steal victory.
Got the 3.
Going to 6. So now that big objective right there is worth 4 points. Plus there's another one over here worth 2. Could swing it majorly into the Tyranids' favor. Alright, the plot thickens. We're going into the bottom of the 6th turn. This Crimson Fist would have won if the game ended on turn 5. It did not. It went to a turn 6. The Hive Guard scrambled all over this superior objective, scoring 4 victory points. And then the Tyrant Guard hustled on over here to score 2 additional victory points. Basically where he started the game, I think, right around there.
Yeah.
So I won this combat. We killed the guy with our regular dudes. The Eviscerator and Power Fist did nothing.
The Eviscerator did 1 wound.
Did it do? Oh, it did 1 wound, but didn't kill him. But then the other guys finished him off. So I would have to abandon this objective because right now, with those 6 points, you have 8. I would have 5 if I kept this objective. That means I got to move over here and get to that objective or at least contest it or wipe you off. So I'm going to get shooting. I'm going to get an assault. It's my only chance. So let's go to the movement phase. Alright, there's my 12-inch jump move with the jump packs all over this terrain piece. So now it's a flamer and 2 bolt pistols and shooting. So let's do the flamer. Gets D6. Right. And I burned my last command point. Alright, let's see if it wounds. Nope, doesn't even wound. So that could have been something. 2 pistols now, right?
Yep.
Hitting on 3s. 1 hit.
5.
Need a 5, don't get the wound. So it looks like it's going to come to blades and power fists. You get Overwatch.
Yep. 8 shots.
Impaler cannons.
1
this could
hit.
hurt.
Wounding on a 2. No.
Thank goodness. Alright, I got a real short charge, but let's hope we get enough to get in around to get to that objective. That's not good. I mean, I'm going to get in combat with a 2-inch charge. That's bad. I'm not going to get anywhere near the objective, though. Because I'm only 3 inches away from you on both of these guys. They were like right by these pipes. So I'm in combat, but I'm not near that. I'm going to need to be able to consolidate. Alright, so between the 2-inch charge and the 3-inch pile-in, we were able to wrap around this way. We came around to the left so that we at least have 2 guys within 3 inches of that marker. But right now Connor has all 4 of them. They're all around that marker because this guy really is like a little bit over here somewhere. Alright, so I got the charge, so I get the attacks first. So let's see what we got. We got a power fist hitting on 4s from the sergeant. He gets 1 hit. He needs to toughness 5, right?
Yep.
So strength 8 needs a 3. So we got the wound at -3.
No save.
No save. D3 will kill 1 guy. They have 3 wounds each. We need a 3 here. 5 or 6. Couldn't get it. Alright, now the bolter chainsword guys. That's 2 guys. One with a bolter bolt pistol chainsword and flamer. 1 hit. No wound. And now the eviscerator. Gets the hit on a 4. Doesn't get the wound on I needed a 3. So I didn't even kill anybody. So the only chance I could have here is if I survive, it will be no, you'll still have it. Because you still have guys in all 4 guys will be in 3-inch range.
Unless it goes to another turn.
Unless it goes to another turn, so that's the only shot I got. Alright, so the Hive Guard are trying to hit on 4s.
Yep, and then strength 4, wounding on 4s. So 1 wound.
I need a 3 up. Is there any minuses?
Nope.
So we make our save. And that's a locked up combat right there. You would have the objective if the game ends because you have 4 models within 3 inches and I only have 2.
Yep.
Alright, so that was the end of turn 6. So now I have to roll. On a 4 better, it goes to a final turn 7. If not, it's a Tyranid victory. We need this 4 better. Couldn't get it. Great game. We had it on the new game mat from gamemat.eu with all their good looking terrain. And out of the 3 games we played, what do we have? A Tyranid victory, then a draw.
Yep. And
now another Tyranid victory. So there was a bloody affair, another 8th edition bloody battle. Lots of things dying and going right down to the end. This is the Bellport Battle Bunker. Signing off. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more battle reports. Bringing the hobby back, 1 battle report at a time.